Wow. So I just did the thank you video, 10,000 subscribers, and it was a special video that I uploaded today for the public, and and I haven't done them in a while, but these are penny rolls that somebody goes through at my bank, and he brings them back, and but he leaves copper in it. See, these are from this penny roll, which I did for that special 10,000. See, he leaves the copper. This is the only reason why I go through these rolls is because he leaves the copper. The only thing I think he searches for is wheat cents, and I'll be honest with you, he could probably go through 20, 30, 40, 50 rolls and never find one wheat cent. So I really don't care too much about it, and I can see all the copper already in here. So I'm fine with that. And here's our. We'll start off with this pen. We're starting off with a copper. Look at that. The first penny of the roll is a copper, and I don't want to knock the guy, and I know it's a guy because the lady at the bank told me. Um, I don't want to knock the guy, but it's not his thing. He doesn't care about. I even think I found a wide AM in one of his roles, so he's not looking for anything. This guy, just and I guess I'm gonna have to assume that he knows enough that if he sees like a severe double die or something like that, he's gonna keep it. But I haven't done like a regular penny roll, which I guess technically this wouldn't be a regular penny roll because I've already informed you that this is the search through cherry picker roll. You see that? Man, for some reason, look at the space on his neck here. It's just let me look at another penny. It's a 99. Let me go through another wheat cent shield. It's a 96. It's so weird. I notice the oddest things sometimes. So that one has a low line on it too. So odd, man. So odd. I notice the weirdest things sometimes, man. Yeah, no, and no drugs and no alcohol. No, just my crazy brain. Just notice weird things sometimes. Oh, nah, I have a beer every once in a blue, a glass of wine with my wife or something. That's about it. Otherwise, yeah, it's just not me. It used to be me. I'm not gonna lie. It used to be me, but as you get older, your tolerance goes down, and just say, I'm not doing that stuff no more. No wide AM. So, my members, a lot of 98s in here, 99s. Also, no wide AM. Would be able to watch the video that I put up today, 82. This might be zinc. I'll put it to the side. Um, it's probably zinc, so this is probably a zinc Philadelphia large date. It's in nice condition. I'll put it to the side. But you got my members are the only ones who could do that. They're the only ones who could watch a video that I posted up directly to the public, and then watch the subsequent video, another 2,000. Ah, man, which one of these was the wide AM? That's like $30. Man, they went up in price too. Everything went up with inflation. So you guys, my members, are the only ones who could do that. Everyone else is not going to be able to watch this video until December 18th. Another 76. But my members, so this is the thing about membership, right? Which I try to explain to people, and I guess if you don't care, it doesn't matter. But oh, 92, we're looking for the close AM. Look at this, man. Mike, come on, give me a Christmas present. Nah, that's the wide AM. The close AM 92 is worth $100. It's a big penny. A big yeah, expensive penny. Oh, look at this one. So to me, in '88, we're looking for the flare G. I doubt it. It's funny because it does have an interesting reverse. I have to look at it under the loop. I can't see from here. So the interesting thing is, if there's a flare G, it's not an 88, it's an 89. But it's because it says 88, people call it the 88 flare G. But obviously, there can't be an element from 1989 on a 88 penny. That's just impossible, right? Because 89 didn't happen yet. So it has to be an 89 penny that still has an 88 element on it, but they don't call it the 89 because the date, which is from the previous year, says 88. So they call it the 88 with the 89 flare G. But really what it is the 89 reverse with the 88 era obverse, right? Because obviously when they in 1988 they didn't have the reverse of the 89, right? That doesn't make sense. Okay. So my members get to, if I put something up to the public, which I hardly ever do that, maybe once a week, a couple of times a month, I'll put up special content, but then they get to watch the subsequent video and they can see the consistency, the flow. 94, this is really destroyed. Funny thing is it the 94 that has the double ear, or is it the 84? I want to say it's the 94. No, it's not. It is the 84. It's the 84 and 97. But I guess that must be dirt. Just looked interesting. But it's so dirty, it doesn't even matter. You'd have to clean that one or conserve it, whatever you want to call it, conservation. 99. I don't think the 99s had the wide AM, but I guess if we found one, it'd be valuable. The 99 Denver, excuse me. Yes, the 99 Philadelphia has the wide AM. Oh, look at this. 74 demoed. So, to my members, this is kind of like the 10,000 subscriber special because they're seeing it on the same day that I put out the other video that said thank you to the public for the 10,000 subscribers. And I'm gonna share something kind of interesting with you, which, I mean, you have to. Not many people. I mean, I've been on YouTube since its inception, whenever that was, man, a long time ago, when it was nothing, like a weird type of a thing where you can go check out videos, 15 years ago, 16 years ago, and 17 years ago, and. But so for the past 8 months, we got 10,000 subscribers, right? 8, 9, 10 months, whatever it is. And what I noticed is that like on the 1,000 subscribers and on the 10,000 subscribers, for those two benchmarks, my subscribers got throttled. Like I was doing whatever, 20, 30, 40 subscribers a day. And then at 990, it went flat for like a week. And I was like, what is going on? And the same thing happened this time I hit 9,980 a week ago. And I went from 25, 30 subscribers a day to 2 subscribers a day, 3 subscribers. Like, what's going on? So it's funny, and I kid you not, I got the 10,000 subscriber, and then the floodgates opened up again. I think we're up to 20, 25 subscribers a day now. So just to share that behind the screens, which I like to do that with you guys. Hopefully nobody minds it. I remember somebody once told me, stick to the topic of coins. And that's just not, forget about it, man. If that's what you want, this ain't the channel for you. Sometimes I do that, but that would be so boring. And you would learn nothing about me, right? We wouldn't be talking about nothing, having no conversations about nothing. I don't know. The 17, the P, I was like, where's the P? There it is right there. That would be boring. And my members, I'm assuming that they got the membership because they like me. They like how I talk. I'm nice. I am very interested in penny roll hunting and learning about the errors, and I do research. As a matter of fact, I just did a four-part episode video. What was it about? Oh, about this eBay purchase that I made. It was so comprehensive that there was so many different things in it that I ended up having to make 4 videos out of it, and I thought it was pretty cool. Hopefully, my members liked it, and hopefully, all of you, the public likes it, and the subscribers like it. Now, with that said, hopefully at this point you've all clicked like and subscribed. I think I was supposed to request that earlier in the video. I'm not very good. I'm not on top of that stuff, man. I'm really not. So, just FYU, if you are doing penny roll hunting and you search through the roll, put a little something on it to let people know, other coin roll hunters, that hey, this is search through. So I call that coin roll hunting etiquette. Now this person here, I know who. I don't know him personally, but I feel like I do. He leaves the copper, right? So as you can see, right, he leaves. This is from today's video. He left copper. So he leaves copper. The only thing he takes out are wheat cents. So it might actually be, and look, he doesn't take out the 82s. This one's copper. Oh, what's that? Let me look at that under the loop. But he lets me know that the penny roll has been searched through. And, that's pretty cool of him. And then, of course, I put my own mark. I put 83s on the side of mine. So when people find my rolls, if they're coin roll hunting, they know it's heavily searched. I take out all copper. I only send zinc back to the bank. And yeah, that's that. So that's what I do. I put 83s on my penny rolls. Yeah, but this guy leaves copper in the, obviously I'm showing it to you, right? We just picked up another one. He leaves copper in his penny rolls. So he's a true cherry picker. Like, he's really only looking for very, very specific things, which I'm assuming are wheat cents. I never found a wheat cent in any of his rolls. But if there was no copper in it, I wouldn't waste my time. 2000, look for the wide AM, no wide AM. if he took the copper, I would not search through his rolls. And I'll be in a little secret. I don't. I told the lady at the bank I don't want any more of his rolls. So I still got like another 20 or 30 of them there. So every 88, I have to look at it under the loop. I doubt if it's a flared G, but I still have to check. Well, it's damaged. It's really not in good shape. So it would have to be really heavily cleaned, and I'm not going through that. Not for this penny. So once I go through the last of his, and I have this go. I have bags and bags of pennies in the basement. So at some point, I'm actually going to have to go through those bags and separate, because I bet you there's another 20 or 30 mixed up in the bags in my basement. So at some point, but pennies are very heavy. If you collect, if you have boxes and boxes and boxes of pennies, each, what they weigh, like 20 pounds. That's super heavy. A box of pennies is really heavy, 10, 15. It's got to be like 15 pounds, a box of pennies. Yeah, I'll tell you what it weighs right now. Let me look. So let me go to Google. How much does a box of bank pennies weigh? What is that? It's like $50, right? No, it says 50 pounds. Is that true? That's not true. 50 pounds is super heavy. It's not 50 pounds. A roll. Okay, so there's 20. It's $25, right, per box, which is 50 rolls. A standard box usually holds 50 rolls of pennies, right? This is because a standard box holds roughly 50 rolls of pennies, and each roll weighs approximately a pound. Come on, man. It's not 50. No, it's not. Is it? How much does a roll of pennies weigh? 0.27 pounds. What? You talk about misinformation. You know what? I have to show you that. You're going to think I made that up. You got to see. You got to be so careful with Google, man. A box of pennies typically weighs 50 pounds. This is because a standard bank box holds roughly 50 rolls of penny, and each roll weighs approximately 1 pound, which is BS. So then when I went here, a roll of penny weighs 125 grams or 0.25 pound, which is a quarter pound. So it's closer to every 4 rolls. Every 4 rolls weighs a pound. And obviously, if you have some copper, it's going to weigh a little bit more. So let's call it a pound per 4. Then you have 50. So 4 goes into 50, what? 12.5. So it's 12. It's funny. I said 10 to 15 pounds. And it's probably about 13 pounds ish per. And I said 15. It has to weigh about 15. It's 13 pounds. So each box of penny weighs about 13 pounds ish. It's 0.27% of a pound per roll, which would be 1.08 pounds. And again, and of course, if it's copper, it's probably a little bit more. So that's heavy, man. So if you got boxes and boxes and boxes of pennies, bags and bags and bags of pennies, you're moving around 10, 15 pounds. And anyway, I'm just talking. The point is, pennies are heavy. They're deceiving. So I need to go through all that, but like I said, it's a little bit of a pain in the butt. We're looking for the flared G. Let me look at that under the loop. No. You're looking for the cross slit on the G, the one that goes this way, and the one that the serif, the cross slit and the serif you're looking for on the G. This one doesn't have it, so it's not the flared G. Now, if we find an 89, we can zoom in on it and check it out. So I need to go through. That's too far away. And take out his cherry pick rolls. And put them all together, and maybe even separate, the different looking penny wrappers. I like to do that too. I like to play around with them. Actually, what I need to do is I need to get off my butt, and I need to get back to the banks. And it's about that once a month. I like going to the banks and try to get $100 worth of pennies. If it's $50, it's $50. I think there's only one more copper here. We'll leave that for the end. Another 2017. Yeah, right. Let me see that. Must be the way. I'm looking for the rotation. Nah, if it is, it's very slight. What happens is sometimes when I'll turn and I'll go like this, and I'll be like, "Wow, look at that road." But meanwhile, it's how I'm flipping them, right? So if I'm holding it like this and I do a really good flip, there should be no rotation. If I do a good flip, there should be no rotation. But what I'll do sometimes is I'll go like that, and I'll be like, "Oh wow, it looks rotated," but it's not. I'll trick myself. Ah, this one's a copper too. The last two are copper. And the first one I showed that was copper was actually the last one. It got stuck in the penny roll. So when I popped it out, I showed it as the first penny, but it was really the last penny. So the last three pennies were copper. For whatever odd reason. So like I said, some like I always like to find at least 5% copper. Excuse me, 10% copper, which is 5 pennies. Look at this, 64. He put a 64 in there with looks like a collar arrow. Let me look at this under the loop. Ah, it's got damage on it from the crimp roll machine. It ruined it, man. It ruined it. It ruined it. And the L is a funky looking L. Check out the L on this one. You always got to check out the L's in these in the copper cents. It's one of the giveaways. Hey, you can see it there. But look, you can see this the crimp roller. It chopped off the top of the 6 and the 4, and you can see it here when it continued. Very typical. Sometimes it'll go through these letters too. It did not. Just got it over here, and so to me that totally destroys the value of even if it is an error, unless it's a super duper one. I don't think the feeder fingers can do that. Maybe they can. Who knows? So he left us with so what I was saying was I like to find 10% copper, which is five copper pennies in a row, and here he left us with 8. So probably a little bit above average for how much copper. And again, for a cherry picker roll, I think he's just looking for wheat cents. But once I'm done with his rolls, that's going to be it. Because I don't even know if I'm going to go back to that bank anymore. Once I told them that I do videos and stuff like that, they started to tell me they don't have any more. They don't have any more pennies, which is it's a lie. Basically, is what it is. Because um, I've been going to multiple banks for a long time now, and they always have pennies, even if it's $2 or $3. You know what I mean? So to all of a sudden say they have no pennies from having from giving me the most pennies ever, $100 in pennies, which I never even got that many. We have not one penny roll. That's it's BS. Anyway, no big deal. Such is life, and we gotta overcome adversity and somehow learn how to thrive in this world that we live in. And again, what are we talking about? Really, we're talking about pennies, right? So, not a big deal. So, thank you for. Hopefully, by this point, you all clicked like and subscribed. Thank you. God bless. And I'll see you in the next one.